Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining us today because, well, we are stepping outside, virtually at least. We're going to explore the incredibly vibrant plant kingdom that's literally right outside our doors. Today we're focusing on explaining the chapter Getting to Know Plants. We're going to break down the greenery we walk past every single day, figure out how scientists actually categorize it, and really learn how to view the natural world with completely fresh eyes. So let's dive right into this.
To help guide us through this chapter, we're going to follow in the footsteps of three curious friends, Gopu, Simi, and Raj. Now, what's so cool about this is how it captures a totally everyday moment, just their daily walk to school. But for them, it isn't just a commute. It's practically a field expedition. By looking through their eyes, we're going to see how an ordinary path is actually just overflowing with diverse life that is waiting to be understood.
Here's a quick look at our trail map for today. First, a wondrous world. Then tall and mighty trees, bushy and woody shrubs, soft and tender herbs, and finally, engaging our senses.
All right, starting with Section 1, A Wondrous World, the stories around us. I just absolutely love this quote from Gopu in the source text. He says, "Isn't nature just amazing? There are so many kinds of plants, birds, and insects. I wonder if they all have stories to tell." That sheer sense of wonder, that is exactly what drives botanical science. Plants come in a staggering variety of sizes and shapes. You've got tiny, massive, thin, tall, you name it. And honestly, simply taking a moment to notice that variety is our very first crucial step to understanding it.
Moving on to Section 2, Tall and Mighty Trees, the giants of the plant world.
So, what technically makes a tree a tree? Well, a tree is defined as a plant characterized by a big, solid trunk of wood. From that single central trunk, you have branches spreading out to hold the leaves, and underneath the surface, deep roots gathering water and anchoring the whole shebang into the soil.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the concept. Look at the sheer scale of the banyan tree from our source material. You can clearly see that thick, dominant central structure and the incredible way those branches spread out, actually dropping secondary roots to support its massive canopy. I mean, this is the ultimate example of a mighty tree.
Here's another really wonderful example, the mango tree. Again, if you look closely, you can observe the single wooden trunk right at the base. From there, it fans out beautifully into this wide green canopy, providing the structure needed to hold hundreds of leaves and, of course, those heavy, delicious fruits.
But wait, trees don't only come in that classic bushy shape. Take the coconut tree, for instance. It still fits our definition perfectly. It's got a strong, woody trunk and deep roots, but it stands incredibly straight and tall with its branches and leaves clustered exclusively at the very top. It just goes to show that even within strict botanical categories, nature offers endless design variations.
You know, what makes learning about these trees so rewarding is getting to watch them over time, much like our friend Raj does. Our source material highlights Raj's special connection to a local jamun tree. He notes its thick, shiny leaves and these tiny white flowers. But the coolest part is how he observes the fruit changing. It starts out green, turns red, and finally ripens into this deep purple. It's a great reminder that plants aren't just static background objects. They are dynamic, living things going through fascinating life cycles.
Okay, Section 3, Bushy and Woody Shrubs, Medium-Sized Wonders.
Gopu gives us a fantastic observation here. He points out, all plants don't grow tall like trees. Look at this plant with pretty red flowers. It doesn't have a big trunk, and that's brilliant. By noticing what is missing, in this case that big central wooden trunk, we stumble upon an entirely different category of plant life.
And here is the formal definition. A shrub is a medium-sized plant, and the key word here is that it has several woody stems. Instead of one main trunk, these stems and branches grow right from the base, super close to the ground, which is exactly what gives them that classic bushy appearance. Let's put them side by side to really lock this in. The key differentiator is the base. A tree has a single big wooden trunk. A shrub, on the other hand, has several woody stems springing up right from the ground. Keeping this simple visual rule in mind is going to let you confidently classify almost any woody plant you walk past.
To anchor this concept, let's look at some shrubs you probably see all the time. The vibrant hibiscus, the classic rosebush, the sacred dulce or holy basil, and the incredibly useful curryleaf plant. Our friends in the chapter specifically mention their dulce plant at home. These are all textbook examples of shrubs, woody, medium-sized, and multi-stemmed at the base.
Next up, Section 4,
Soft and tender herbs, small but essential.
So what exactly sets an herb apart from a shrub? Well, it's all in the stem. Herbs are plants with tender, green stems. Unlike trees and shrubs, their stems are super soft, delicate, and they do not become woody. Oh, and they are generally much smaller, too.
And I bet you're incredibly familiar with these. Raj and his friends mention mint, coriander, and tomato plants. Think about a tomato plant stem. It's green, fleshy, and soft. That makes it a botanical herb. It's actually pretty fun to realize we're essentially conducting botany experiments right on our dinner plates.
Finally, Section 5, engaging our senses, beyond just looking.
So far, we've relied completely on our eyes to classify stems and sizes, but Raj brings up a fantastic point in the text. He says, leaves smell different from each other. I have noticed that tulsi, coriander, curry leaves, mint, and lemongrass all have wonderfully different smells. Smell is an incredibly powerful, deeply ingrained tool for understanding the plant world around us.
The chapter poses this great question, and I want to put it directly to you. Have you ever actually rubbed a mango leaf between your fingers and smelled it? Simi mentions how much she absolutely loves that specific scent. When you crush a leaf, you release its essential oils. It turns a visual observation into a tactile, aromatic experience that cements that plant in your memory forever.
And this brings us to a truly beautiful and important point from the chapter. Raj shares a story about his brother, who happens to be visually impaired. But his brother's connection to nature is incredibly strong because he masterfully identifies fruits like mango, pineapple, jackfruit, guava, and jamun entirely by their distinct, sweet smells. It's a powerful reminder that sight isn't required to engage deeply with the natural world. Our environment speaks to us through all of our senses.
So I want to leave you with an actionable task, directly inspired by the exercises in this chapter. Here is your field activity for today. Sometime soon, step outside and just stand next to a plant near you. Look all around, as far as you can see, but also remember to look straight down at your feet. Try to spot and mentally categorize what you see based on the structures we just talked about.
Look closely at the stems. Look right at the bases. Ask yourself, how many kinds of trees, shrubs, and herbs can you spot right now in your own neighborhood? The world is a vast, wondrous, categorized garden, just waiting for you to notice it. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Get out there, start observing, use those senses, and happy exploring.